Alright, how's it going, guys? This is Matthew, and I'll be your host for today, and I'm here for a kind of, I guess a season recap, I guess you could call it, of the IPA, International Pokemon Association League that we've got ourselves going right here. Now, a lot of things about the league to kind of talk about, I suppose, because we were kind of originally planning to do weekly recaps. I guess I'll kind of go over that in a second, but I do kind of want to do a little bit of a season recap and just a little bit of something saying just talking about the league in general, I suppose. Now, this may be a little bit awkward because I'm planning on putting this same video on both my channel and the IPA official channel itself. So it's awkward because it's gonna be kind of personal because it's going on my channel, but it's gonna be kind of meant to be non-personal, kind of inclusive because it's going on the everybody channel. So it may come off weird, and I probably won't do it very well. But anyways. As you may or may not know, you obviously know if you're in the league, but we've had our fair share of, I guess, hiccups and bumps in the road. We've had 4 dropouts, being David, Johnny, Jubia, and Hannah, all kind of spread out throughout the entire season, I suppose. And we originally had, I believe, 2 analysts, 2 technically like quote unquote official analysts, but they both left as well. So, I mean, if you ask me, I'd say it was kind of David. David kind of like reached out to kind of like, I think he tried to do too much at the same time, and I think as a result, kind of a lot of things kind of fell apart in terms of for organization stuff. So and all of that, I suppose. But I tried to, I guess, clean it up as much as I could along the way. And I think the big thing is, so many times throughout this season, I really thought that the league was just going to stop and fall apart, and I thought like there was at least 3 times I remember saying to myself that I really didn't think that the next week we were still going to be competing in the league. I really didn't think that, and that's not just me saying that to make it seem interesting, but that's honestly what I said to myself. So really, the main thing that I want to say is, I mean, it may not seem like a feat, an impressive thing to complete one season in a Pokemon league. I mean, that's not really impressive, I suppose, to think of when you think of all the other really big leagues that have had several seasons. But when I really think of it, it really seems being able to complete this first season of the IPA, which we have pretty much done. We're going into playoffs very soon, which I'll get into as well. But being able to complete this right here is actually a really it's something I think everyone in the league everyone who's still in the league should be proud of. In all honesty, like it's just really I guess heartwarming to see, like after everything kind of that we went through all the dropouts, through kind of the person whose original idea it was to create the league, being David. After he left, and after a whole bunch of people left, and after a whole bunch of things, a few people forfeiting in some of the weeks, and after all this kind of stuff, it's really kind of heartwarming to see us all be able to kind of like pull together, pull through, and complete the first season with still everyone being highly motivated, still everyone really enjoying the game, still everyone looking forward to the next season. I think that's a really interesting thing. Like that right there, that's the thing I think everyone should be proud of, because like I said, this definitely would not have been able to pull through without everybody, without the our tiny little community that we've got going. It's done really well. I have to give huge shout outs, huge thanks to pretty much everyone who's been here since day one, and everyone who's been a replacement and who's come in, who's been able to have fun, and who's really been keeping the league alive. It's not specifically me, it's everyone, really. Everyone's been doing a really good job, I suppose, at just being able to keep it alive and keep the, I guess, morale in the league. So really happy about that, I suppose, because I originally joined this league as a kind of something to not really spend a lot of time on. I kind of joined because I wanted to kind of have a little thing to have fun in the background while I like did university and school and all that stuff, because I didn't really want to spend too much time on Pokemon and planning and anything. That's kind of why I left GPC in the first place. But I guess things don't always go as we plan, because I put a lot of time into not necessarily the teams, but in kind of trying to maintain the league. Because like I said, it was originally going to be kind of like, it was David's idea to start it. So the idea was that I was under the assumption that it was going to be kind of David running the league, and then everything we were just kind of there as well. But like I said, he kind of left, so we kind of had to pick up from there and put a lot of time into doing a lot of stuff and trying to fix a lot of hiccups, as I said, and bumps. And like I said, we've really been able to do that. I don't know. I'm just really impressed with how everyone's been able to pull together, and I think it's kind of a it's a nice thing, and it's a thing to be proud of that just we've been able to pull through for this. I guess maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. Really quickly, I do want to talk about the playoffs because again, this is going on my channel as well, so I do have to toot my own horn right here. I definitely have to mention this first place position that we see up here with an 8-1 record. That's me, Philadelphia Focus Mist, with a 25 differential. So basically, what this means is I'm guaranteed minimum third place in the playoffs, which is I'm not going to complain with that. I'm not going to complain about that at all. Like basically, if I lose every game from now up until the end of the season, I'm guaranteed third place because basically how playoffs work is it's going to be an elimination tournament type thing. So I actually get the bye first round because I'm first place in my conference. So the wild card and second place in my conference, or second place in the other division in my conference, I suppose, are going to toss down, and then I fight the winner of that, and then the winner of that battle goes to finals. So between me, in my battle, whoever loses is pretty much technically third place, technically tied with third place for the other division as well, but basically what I'm getting at is I'm guaranteed third place, which is actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty nice to think of, I suppose. And yeah, minimum third place. I'm not going to complain about that. But finishing up season 1 right here, I had a lot of things that I wanted to fix. A lot of things I wanted to do differently about season 2. Because like I said, it was quite disorganized this first season, I think, just how it was set up. So for about the past week, I would say, I've been really setting up a lot of stuff for season 2, and it's actually looking pretty nice. So I kind of wanted to go over right here. We are, what am I trying to say? There's still 3 spots that we have to fill, which is, whatever. That's fine. We can still fill the 3 spots. We've still got lots of time, but I'm just kind of happy with how everything's set up because everything's a lot more organized right here. We've got all our players pretty much ready, and we've got kind of the who's going to be doing what a lot more organized. So we've got our analysts, and they seem like they're going to be a little bit more reliable than the last ones we had, but I guess, of course, we will have to see. But we have people kind of specifically in charge of different specific things. So Chris is going to be running our YouTube, and he's going to be managing it with the analysts. Of course, they're going to be doing their stuff, and we're planning to do power rankings, one right after the draft and one after each of the 2 trade windows, and then one pre-playoff power rankings as well. Hoping to do weekly recaps. We didn't really get to do that this season because, well, our analysts kind of ditched, and it came down to me and David to try to do them, and then, of course, David kind of ditched, so it came down to me trying to do it while at the same time trying to pull all the kind of leaking ends of the league together and keep it maintained. So I didn't really have time to get all of that done. So hopefully this season, like I said, it's going to be a little bit more organized. We've got people kind of in charge of it. We've got a lot of people who know what they're supposed to do and all that. We're going to be having a Twitter as well. I have no idea how to use Twitter at all, so that's of course a nice thing. But Tristan and Tom, I'm not sure how they're working it out, but the task is sent off to them. So I have them kind of organizing the Twitter, keeping that up to date, and yeah, I think that should be nice as well. And then kind of the spreadsheet in general, I have a few people kind of in charge of very specific things as opposed to just anybody does it whenever. So because it was really disorganized that way, and yeah, I don't know, I spent a lot of times on the rules as well. I think it looks a lot nicer and a lot better, but basically what I'm getting at is I'm kind of happy with how everything is looking for season 2 in terms of organization. Like, it may not be it's not obviously not like the best of well, I guess leagues in general, but it's a lot more organized. And I think the main thing to take away from what I'm saying is I think it's going to be a lot more a lot smoother. It's going to go a lot smoother, and I think that is kind of going to make this experience overall a lot better, which is kind of my only real goal in running the league. Is just I kind of want everyone here to have fun. I kind of want everyone to kind of enjoy their time. I don't want anyone to be dominating the leaderboards. I don't want anyone to be getting 6-0'd every week. I don't want anyone to be feeling really bad. I really just want everyone to kind of be on a very even playing field. I want everyone to feel like they have a chance. And like I said, the thing that I'm kind of striving to do is just to make sure everyone has fun and feels included, really, and kind of enjoys their stay right here. So that's kind of my main goal. It doesn't have to be a super competitive league. It doesn't have to be top tier players. It's just, like I said, I want everyone to enjoy their time, and I mean, I want to enjoy my time. So yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I don't really have a outro or anything to say, but that's really all I wanted to say.